right, citizens of Minnesota, we're finally back, and it's time for us to continue year number 2 with your Minnesota Wild. Up here at the beginning of February, we have just under half of the season to go in year number 2, and things are not looking the greatest. I was hoping that we would be in a far better position at this point of the season than we are, but it's still salvageable. If you look at the Central Division, we are in 5th place with 55 points, the Minnesota Wilds. That is good enough for the final wildcard spot. Take a look at the San Jose Sharks in the Pacific Division. They only have 54 points. So we're in the playoff mix, but we really can't afford to go on any more extended losing streaks. We need to start going on winning streaks. Move up the table instead of staying around the wild card spot. I want a divisional playoff spot just to be sure. Now, in the last video, I was asking you guys, what should we do with the first overall pick? Should we make a trade? We have an injury right now to Jonas Brodin, which is... It's hurting our lineup. We had to move our defenseman back to the point. We have Justin Fontaine on the third line. So there definitely is room to bring in a top 6 forward. On top of that, when you look at our team, we made it to the Western Conference Final last year. But our team full of veterans, Mikko Koivu's 33, Suter is 32, Parise is 32, Goligoski is 31, Goligoski, whatever his damn name is. Captain Keith Yandel is 30, and I believe Parise has already dropped to 4-star. Yes, he has. So I said this earlier, this may be the year that we should take our chance because our veteran players are only going to get worse. We have this first overall pick. Should we trade that right now, considering we're hoping to go on a deep playoff run and bring in a top 6 forward that could really help us out? Now, I showed you guys all the players that were available, and really the only guy that popped up that could help our team would be Patrick Sharp. But, you guys were saying that wouldn't be a realistic trade for Dallas. First of all, the defending Stanley Cup champions, Patrick Sharp, he was a part of their Stanley Cup run last year, and divisional opponent, we faced them in the Western Conference Final. And on top of that, I believe the Dallas Stars, at the beginning of the season, they were in a horrible spot, but I think they've come back, and yeah, look at that, they're actually ahead of us. They got 58 points, so I'm not going to make a move for Patrick Sharp. I know they want to get rid of him, but it doesn't make sense for me. So for right now, let's just trust this team to see what they can do. We got another, how many more games? 4, 7, 11, 12, 13. We got 13 games before the trade deadline. Let's simulate past these 13, see how our team does, and then we'll take a look at what's available once again. I'd like to move that first overall pick, but, a lot of comments were suggesting that you don't want to make the same mistake that you did last year with Jaromir Jagr. You pick up a guy like Patrick Sharp, maybe you can't re-sign him in the offseason, maybe he retires young, and then you're out a first overall pick again, and if you don't win the Stanley Cup, it's a failure trade. I agree with that. Now, if there's somebody out there in their mid to late 20s that a team is willing to give up with 1 year left in their deal, that would be a good move to make for that first overall pick. Somebody who could come in and help our team out in the future. But we'll have to see if that becomes available. Minnesota player Jason Zucker has been injured with a concussion. Estimated return is March 9th. Okay, so he's going to be out for a while. Edit lines manually. Zucker's on the third line. So what we'll do is I'll do some power of video editing right here, boys. I'll put Helm right there. And yeah, the power of video editing. All right, boys. So I put David Jones on the third line. I left Darren Helm on the fourth line. I know March is it's a while away, but Darren Helm is getting it done on the fourth line. And we've actually won some games since we've started here. A game against Dallas with Patrick Sharp in the lineup. He's leading their team in plus minus, and they just beat us 6-1. Why the hell would they want to trade him away? Maybe he just doesn't want to be in Dallas anymore. Who knows? So let's take a look at what we did. We started here in the Detroit game. Look at that. We've gone 3-2 basically, 3-2-1 maybe. I don't know if that game against Philadelphia was an overtime loss. So if we keep this up, man, I won't need to make a trade. Come on, boys, make my job a lot easier come trade deadline. If there's a player out there, I'll acquire him. There's an overtime loss to Winnipeg, but I'd like it if this team could just get us into the playoffs safe and sound without any worries. Vancouver, oh, for God's sakes, we're losing the teams that we need to beat. Vancouver, they were at 500. We lose in regulation by 1 goal. Not good. So we started off the video good with those wins. We're struggling to get one right now. This is what I mean about these prolonged losing streaks. There you go, boys. Now let's get another win. Come on. There you go. All right. I mean, I'm liking this. So far during this simulation, we did not pull the trigger on a trade for Patrick Sharp, and I'm glad I did not. Our team is playing nice and well right now. There's another W. All right. Our defense is and goaltending is not coming through in these games. Our offense is a 6-4 victory over Nashville and a 5-4 victory over Chicago. 5 goals against on Florida as well. Another game against Dallas, our rivals. Let's see. Are they going to stop our winning streak? Yes, they do. They stop it flat in its tracks. Let's see. We got Arizona, New York, Eastern Conference teams. Yeah, and Arizona, they're not a good team. So you don't have to worry about giving up points here. That's not good. That is February, March, April, May. Oh, Jesus Christ. Charlie Coyle's been injured with elbow surgery. His estimated return is May 20th, 2017. So our leading goal scorer, Charlie Coyle, with 25 goals on the year, he has gone. He's gone to injury, and he's going to miss the first round of the playoffs, second round of the playoffs. Third, he may be back in the middle of third round, something like that. That is a huge loss. Well, now we know we got to make a trade. We need to bring in a second-line center. So hang on a second here, boys. Or second-line winger. That's a rough one. Look what that takes out of our lineup, and that's taking it out for a long time. All right, so we got the left winger, power play, 4-man power play, first line, penalty kill. He was on every single lineup was Charlie Coyle. That hurts. All right, so let me do some power of video editing, and then it's time we're going to have to make a trade. We have to bring in somebody, so give me a second here, boys. Okay, so for right now, because I don't want to go crazy with the line changes, I got Ryan Carter in on the second line, David Jones on the third line. We also have Zucker out still, Brodin is still out. I mean, this is rough. So that big win against Arizona, come on, give me another win against New York, just for points. I'll take an overtime loss, though. All right, that's a regulation loss. Okay, so with this team, since we started this video, 1, 2, 3, well, how many games was there? Like 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 and 6 if you count in overtime losses with regulation losses. Not the greatest, but I still think we're in an okay position playoff-wise. Let's see, Central Division. Yeah, we're up in 4th. We passed the Dallas Stars. We haven't grabbed that divisional spot right now. We're still 2 points below Winnipeg, 4 points below Chicago. And the Pacific Division has caught up a little bit. Anaheim, they are hovering with 67 points. Same with San Jose. Vancouver, 64 points. They could still come out of that anywhere. It's a tough race in the Western Conference. So it was a bad time to lose Charlie Coyle, boys. We need a top 6 forward. So once again, let's go into the trade negotiations. Do our due diligence. Take a look at every team and see if there's another forward that popped up. Shane Doan, 2 years left. No, I can't take that. The problem is I'm not going to be able to acquire somebody with a lot of salary cap because I won't be able to get that. But just if there's somebody mid-80s that I could bring in for top 6, that would be huge right now for us. We need to win games. Patrick Sharp is still available. Makes me want him even more now, but that trade value is too much, and you guys are right. I'd rather hold on to my first round pick this year. I really would. Unless I'm trading him for a younger player who's going to be a part of this team for 5+ years. New Jersey, the Islanders, the Rangers, Ottawa, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, San Jose, St. Louis, Tampa. No, it doesn't look like there's anybody new available, boys. Now, the Sedin Twins, that could help us out, but 2 years left. And again, same thing as a Patrick Sharp. The trade value is just way too much, so I'm not going to do it. Washington, Winnipeg, nobody. All right, so nobody there. So next step, let's take a look at the teams that are in a non-playoff position and just think of top 6 forwards that we could acquire anyways. We'll take a look at the Eastern Conference. Columbus, Washington, Pittsburgh. Looks like Washington could still maybe get back into it, but Columbus is way out of it. Florida is way out of it. Buffalo, Montreal. Okay, so let me take a look at Florida and Columbus. Those are 2 teams that are clearly out of it. They're 2 teams that would be definite sellers at the trade deadline. And if they have somebody in the top 6 that I could acquire for not that much trade value, like a Scott Hartnell, no, 3 years left. But that's the kind of trade value I'm looking for. Like an 85 overall with that kind of trade value, that's nice. Cam Atkinson, 2 years left. You get a sniper to bring in. Yeah, see, I do need somebody here, boys. We need somebody. Wenberg, Alexander Wenberg. Why would they give up a young prospect like that? No. Bjorkstrand, no, they wouldn't want to give up him either. It'd have to be a guy in his mid to late 20s or 30s. Brendan Saad, no, they wouldn't want to give him up. He's signed. All right, so let's take a look at the Florida Panthers. Damn it, boys. This Charlie Coyle injury has thrown me for a loop. Barkov, Bjugstad, Huberdeau, UC Jokinen, 2 years left, damn it. Riley Smith, 1 year left at 25 years of age. Trocheck, 4 years left. Teddy Purcell, 2 years left. I don't need any of these guys, man. Don't need any of them. I don't like any of those ones. Let's take a look at Montreal and Boston, because they were at the bottom as well. Forwards, Galchenyuk, Pacioretty, Thomas Plekanec, 2 years left, damn it. Antoine Vermette. Ooh, Antoine Vermette. Okay. 1 year left, 84 overall. I know he's got good defensive stats. Now, it's going to suck to give up that first overall pick for an Antoine Vermette, but this is a guy who could come in and play good defensive minutes, and if Charlie Coyle comes back, he could still be inserted to the third or fourth line. All right, so Antoine Vermette is the best guy I've come through so far. Combination of age, years left, and salary. All right, and what was the other team? It was Boston. Yes, Boston. I can also check the Western Conference teams as well, boys. Let me just check out the Eastern Conference teams first. Forwards, Bergeron, Marchand, Krejci, Eriksson, Louis Eriksson, 4 years left. No, Spooner's got 1 year left. Seth Griffith got 1 year left. Hayes, 2 years. Kokaletachev, 1 year. All right, so let me see these guys, Spooner and Griffith. Would they want to hold on to these guys? Playmaker. Yeah, he's going to cost a little bit much, though, to sign Boston. 10 penalty minutes, minus 17. Playmaker, Spooner. I just checked out him. Griffith was the other guy. Hang on. Griffith, he's a sniper, right? Do we need another sniper? I mean, I got Granny Smith playing in the center. Sniper, and then the offensive defenseman. I don't know who to acquire here, boys. I don't know who to do. I mean, Antoine Vermette I still think is the best option. The other guys, they're not going to be really a part of our future. Antoine Vermette, maybe I can acquire without using my first overall pick. Now, hang on. Before we go ahead, let's take a look at the West teams. Colorado, Nashville, Vancouver, and Arizona. All right, so Colorado, Nashville, Vancouver, and Arizona. Colorado, Nashville, Vancouver, Arizona. So first, Arizona. We know they're giving up Shane Doan, but 2 years left. I'm not accepting anybody on a 2-year left deal. Not happening. Martin Hanzil, 1 year left, 30 years of age. Hang on a second here. Martin Hanzil. Now, he could just, he might not want to re-sign with them, but they don't want to trade him, and his trade value is a little bit much, but that's a good one. Tobias Ryder. Let's see. Not bad offensive stats. I don't really know who to go for here, boys. Arizona, Vancouver. It was Nashville and some other team, I forget. Forwards. Bohorvat, Granlund, Jansen, Suter, Emerson Edom. Now there's nobody in there. And Nashville, right? Yeah, Nashville. Hang on a sec, boys. I might have to do some power of video editing after all this. I just want to see who's available. Yuri Hudler. Ooh, Yuri. 6 years left. No way. 2 years left. The only guy with 1 year left, Mike Fisher, 36 years of age. All right, you know what? I think I'm going to try for Antoine Vermette of the Montreal Canadiens, but holding on to my first overall pick. Let's see if they... Yeah, see, it's interesting that they don't want to give him up. I thought that they would want to give him up. Let's get closer to the trade deadline. Let's go into the trade deadline. We'll do that. I mean, they're at the bottom of the table. Vermette's a veteran. He's got 1 year left. They want to actually hold on to him. Let's try. Let's see if I can get into the trade deadline. Maybe that will change their mind. Probably not, but it just seems like that's the kind of guy who would... That's why I check these teams. Like, they only want to give up. All right, whatever. Well, I'm going to go for him anyways, boys. Antoine Oh, yes! What happened? What? He wasn't... Skaters given away. Oh, shit. All of a sudden it changed. Oh, I'm a genius. All right, so I outweighted him. Oh, that's going to make it much easier. So they want to give up Antoine Vermette right now, boys, okay? That's big. That is big. All right, so I'll put him in there. Antoine Vermette. Now, if I'm going to give up a player, it's got to be a roster player. Jonesy, Spaulding, Dolph... You know, let's go Ryan Carter. Yeah, he's been here for a while, but I'm going to get him out of here. 33 years of age. I'd rather hold on to the other guys. 77 overall. So we'll give up Carter. Now, I want to hold on to the first overall pick, but we do have a handful of prospects who we haven't signed. Not Helvig, our goaltender. He was a first rounder. There's a few guys who I drafted in like the 5th round. I know I could get. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. All right, so let me find a guy who's got like crappy over this guy. 55 overall. Let's see. David Sherman, well, he's a power forward. He could grow. No, he could grow. I'm looking for the snipers or playmakers. 56 overall at 19 years of age. That's horrible. William Boyer. Boyer. Playmaker, 19 years of age. Hell yeah, you're going in there. All right, so Boyer, whatever his name is. That almost might go through the way it is. I think I'd have to get one more in there, though. Hang on. Let's go through the rest. 18. Ooh, no, hold on to Kreisky. He's the 4.5 red star. Saigon Anderson, 55 overall at 19 years of age. Let's see. Nick Anderson, sniper, drafted in when? The 5th round. Yeah. All right, so Nick Anderson and Bauer and Ryan Carter for Antoine Vermette. Will that go through? Yeah, I think that'll go through the way it is. Will it go through? Yes, we believe this transaction will contribute to our success here in Montreal, so we are accepting your trade offer. So there it is, boys. There it is. I made the big move. Now, we still have some injuries, but Antoine Vermette can help out our team. Not all of your lines. He can help out our team even when the injuries come back, right? So I will let me get out of the trade deadline, do some power of video editing. Hang on. All right, so past the trade deadline, we have our new team. I'll just show you the lineup right now. It's a little bit jumbled up just because of the injuries, but we got Antoine Vermette on that second line with Granny Smith and Captain Keith Yandel. Obviously, he's not as good as a Charlie Coyle, but we acquired him for pretty cheap. And I think, as a two-way forward, he's got really good defensive stats. I think he can fit in on that second line with an offensive defenseman and a playmaker. We'll have to see. I just need him to be serviceable. When Coyle comes back, he gets put down to the third line and then put down to the fourth line when Zucker comes back. And Riley comes up to the third line when Brodin comes back. So you can see the injuries have really taken us this year. But if they can stop now, we can be healthy during the playoffs, I'll be happy with that. So, 33, 26, and 4 now comes down to the real hockey, boys. So we have a nice little Eastern Conference trip right here. Let's get these East games out of the way. Doesn't matter if we lose, but still I want to get as many points as possible. I just mean we're not giving points to the enemy. So that's good. We start off in the right way. The trade for Antoine Vermette. He faces his old team. Montreal, and he gets a W. Come on now. Toronto. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm getting so pumped up for these winning streaks now, boys. These wins are huge. Where do we want to go? Let's go defenseman in the SHL. There we go. Even though I'm probably not going to be drafting high this year. Remember, we still do have that first round pick, and possibly we can move up. But look at that. In our last 4 games, we have won 3. Keep this up, boys, and we will easily make the playoffs. We got 35 wins on the regular season, 30 losses if you combine both columns. Let's keep that. Let's keep a nice little 5-game separation. Jason Zucker, beautiful. All right, so our team is getting healthy. Jones, you're getting off. Zucker, you're getting in. All right. Let me just scratch. Where is he? Jonesy. Scratch him. So Zucker's in there with Howell and Fontaine. Our team automatically becomes better. Brodin should be back soon. Let me take a look at the bottom right. Oh, it was a 4-0 loss. No, just as I say it. All right. More power of video editing because I got to move the defenseman around. So hang on a second, boys. All right, boys. So we are almost back to full health. It's just Charlie Coyle. Here's our lineups. Parise, Koivu, Niederreiter, Captain Keith, Granny Smith, and Vermette instead of Coyle. Zucker's back with Howla, and Mike Riley's been moved up. No more, what's his name? Fontaine, Spalling, Helm, and Garbett. And welcome back, Jonas Brodin. Been injured for pretty much the better part of the season. Brodin with Scandella, Spurgeon, Dumba, Suter, and Goligoski. So if only we had Coyle in here, but... You know, we picked up Antoine Vermette. He'll be a nice substitution for us right now. Coyle's out for 2 months, so he really got hurt. Now, come on. Big game against the Columbus Blue Jackets. They're way below 500. I better not see a regulation loss. Oh, my. And it's a regulation loss. How? Don't start losing at this time of the season. Come on. There you go. All right. We broke up that 2-game losing streak. Now, we get to the real games. The Winnipeg Jets, the Western Conference teams. Let's keep an eye on the standings as we go here, boys. So you can see the Minnesota Wild, we got 76 points. It's going to be a tough year. San Jose is right on our heels, along with Anaheim. Colorado, Nashville, I don't know. Maybe a little bit too late for them unless they start to win 8 in a row or something. But the Winnipeg Jets, we could catch them. So big game, and then some, Colorado. So we'll go up to the Colorado game, all right? Come on now. Big game against Winnipeg. Don't lose in regulation. I got to get some... Jesus Christ! And the Minnesota Wild, they're starting to falter at the wrong time of the year, boys. Come on. That Charlie Coyle injury is going to hurt us. Oh, my God. Come on. The Washington Capitals, they're way below 500. We've got to be getting these wins against these teams. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Stop the simulation. Jesus, Brodin. I thought you were supposed to be a good luck charm. This is just typical. So we were doing good, and then all of a sudden now we have lost 4 of our last 5, and 36, 30, and 4 now. Now only 2 wins above 500 if you add in both the columns. So Minnesota was 76 points. No, we're not in a playoff spot anymore, boys. There are 3 teams ahead of us now. Chicago, San Jose, and Anaheim. This is what I mean about these losing streaks. These prolonged losing streaks we cannot afford. There is not enough time left during the regular season, boys. You have to start beating these teams at the bottom of the table. Fucking Washington, they beat us. All right, so Colorado, they're trying to get back into the playoffs. They're only 3 points behind us. Edmonton, LA, these teams really don't matter to face. Anaheim, that's a big one. Oh, Jesus, man. All right, here we go. Colorado and Detroit. Come on now, Minnesota. Get out of this funk that you're in. Good God. There you go. That's a big win. And that'll squash Colorado. But you got to keep the good times rolling. Detroit's a good team. Damn it. It's not good. It's not good. There you go. All right. 4 points out of a possible 4. That's what I'm talking about. Get that winning streak going. All right, so take a look where we are again, boys. And we see we move up to 4th, 80 points. We are in a playoff spot. You see how crazy, how competitive the Western Conference is this year. It is so freaking tight. We have to win games. All right, Edmonton. You know what? We got to beat Edmonton. Edmonton's a team that we can make drop below wild card. So you know what? Edmonton, LA, same thing. Anaheim, this is a huge 4-game stretch, all right? 4 games, possible 8 points. Give me 6. Just give me 6. Edmonton, huge game. Huge freaking game. Come on, don't show me 31. Do not fucking hell. It's 31, regulation loss. They only get 2 goals, we only get 1. Where's my offense? God damn it, man. Those games are huge. Now, this is not that big of a game. We win. God damn. No, we gotta beat Anaheim, man. We have to beat Anaheim. Don't show me. There you go. All right, we got 4 points out of a possible 6. Come on, give me that 6 out of a possible 8. Big game against the Edmonton Oilers right here. We lost the first game, we lose the second game. All right, so you can find a silver lining out of that 4-game streak. We lost 2 games, but lost 2 to the same team, while burying Anaheim and gaining a little ground on LA. So the Edmonton Oilers, they made a splash there. But we did get 4 points out of it, all right? So it's not horrible. Let's take a look at the standings once again. Man, this is getting close. 40 wins on the season, 36 losses. Only a handful of games remaining. Will the Minnesota Wild be able to get back in the playoffs after an injury-riddled year? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games remaining. A possible 12 points. How many do we have? We're up to 84. Okay, 84 points. I mean, the San Jose, we're not in a playoff spot. The San Jose Sharks in the Pacific Division have 86. They have the final wild card spot. If we're going to make the playoffs, man, we need to get like to 92 points at least. So we need a good 8 points out of these remaining 6 games. Oh, my God. I don't know, man. Got to beat the right team. So Winnipeg, we want to beat them. St. Louis, it doesn't matter. Vancouver, they're a shitty team. We want to beat. Okay, we have a little bit of an easier stretch here, but we have to beat Vancouver and Arizona. We have to. All right, it's oh Jesus, come on, Winnipeg. We have to beat those 2 teams. Winnipeg. There you go. There's a W. Now this would be nice if we can get a W or an overtime loss against St. Louis. Come on, don't show me 33. Don't show me 33, and it's a 33. Oh, my God. The regulation losses are piling up. We just can't get on a streak. All right, Vancouver, Arizona. These are 2 huge games. I'm going real-time simulation. Let's see where we are. 86 points. We are not in a playoff spot, boys. We need to beat these 2 teams. Come on now, Minnesota. I need you to step up. We're going real-time simulation. First period. There you go. Goligoski and Granlund. The G's coming through. Second period, all right, good. 23 shots to 19. You got to hold on, Minnesota. I want to see that defense. Please do it for me. Third period, all right. Zucker, Niederreiter, and Suter. Huge 2 points. We smoked the Vancouver Canucks. We get a W. All right, let's move on. Season's not over yet, boys. Still got plenty of hockey to be played. Got to beat the Arizona Coyotes now. Devin Dubnyk, I need you to just start to tear it up. Going real-time simulation. Maybe it'll help us out a little bit. Our team is good. Just the injuries. That damn Charlie Coyle injury, man. Come on, we got to beat the Coyotes. First period. All right, I'll take that 1-1. Spurgeon and Ryder. Second period. Oh, damn it. We can't keep them off the board. Ryder and Tenorti, Brody and Koivu. Okay, just get to overtime if anything. Please don't lose in regulation, please. Third period. Fuck you, how? How do we allow 7 goals against the Arizona Coyotes? We're a good defense. 7 fucking goals. Holy flying fuck, Batman. Oh, you guys decide to just shit the bed at the end of the year. We can't get going. We can't get going. Win, loss. Win, loss, win, loss. Are you fucking kidding me? 2 games left. Oh, I thought this was going to be a good end to the season. It is turning into a nightmare. The Minnesota Wild, they are just shitting the bed. How do they allow 7 goals against on a team that's not even in the playoffs? Oh, jeez, we've lost our clutch factor. We can't get it done. Now we got to face the top of the league, St. Louis Blues, and the Colorado Avalanche. Let's see, a possible 4 points remaining. Do we have a chance to make the playoffs? 88 points. We've got to... I don't think we can make the playoffs. That last game against Arizona just lost us the fucking playoffs. I don't believe this. Where are all the points, man? And then there's teams in the freaking East that are at 87 points and in the divisional spot. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All right, well, we got to win these 2 games and hope for the best. Hopefully Winnipeg doesn't get another point, boys. Oh, Jesus. Come on. We got to win. First period. There you go. Yeah, and we allow 7 against Arizona, but like a President's Trophy team, we get 20 shots in the first period. I don't fucking understand it. Second period. Oh, man, they're going to come back. I know it. Third period. All right, we got it. All right, boys, it's coming down to the final game of the season. It may already be decided who's a playoff team and who's not. It may be over for us. We may not be able to make it in this year, and it would be a very disappointing loss if we don't. At least I didn't trade away that first overall pick. Okay, so the Winnipeg Jets, they are up at 91 points. We can catch them, all right? And on top of that, the San Jose Sharks are at 92 points. So if we get a win here, even if Winnipeg has another game, I got to take okay, we have a few options, but they all require us to get a win. We have to beat the freaking Colorado Avalanche, all right? So San Jose, they are not in the playoffs, and neither are the Winnipeg Jets. Now, good news. San Jose has played 82 games. They are done. We have more regulation plus overtime wins than them. If we can tie them in points, we'll beat them. So a win, we're in the playoffs, all right? Now with the Winnipeg Jets, they have more regulation plus overtime wins. So a point doesn't do enough. A win guarantees us a playoff spot. Anything less, well, we're out. It's come down to the final game of the regular season against the Colorado freaking Avalanche. They're in 6th place. Come on, you guys got to be tanking for this. All right, so I'm going to go to my lines and make sure Devin Dubnyk's in the net. This is a must win. Devin Dubnyk's in the net, boys. This is a must win. The playoffs are on the line. Will the Minnesota Wild be able to salvage this injury-riddled year? Please, boys, do it for us. Do it for the... Yes, Captain Keith! Leave it up to somebody! It's Captain Keith! Penalty kill. All right, he gets an early one. Penalty kill. Good job, Devin Dubnyk. I need you to play like God himself. Power play. Doesn't get it done. That's okay. Oh, my God, Captain Keith, you beautiful bastard. 16 shots for Minnesota. 10 shots for Colorado. Captain Keith. All right. Come on now, boys. Zach Parise Suter, I could use you guys. I really could. Captains, leaders. Antoine Vermette! Beautiful trade! Thank God! Miku Koivu, the captain! Oh, goddamn! Yes! Captain Keith Yandel! Thank you, hockey gods! Yes! Marco Scandella! Fucking destroy the... Oh, shit! Nick Spallin! Who else wants to get on this shit? Come on, it's goal-scoring night in the Minneapolis Miracle Men. Goligoski. Holy shit. Jack Skilly gets one back. Woo! What a freaking... No. Don't you dare start this. All right. We got... What a crazy second period, man. All right, we have a 5-goal lead, Devin Dubnyk. Don't you be an asshole now, all right? Please, goodness, don't be an asshole. No, Gabriel Landeskog, the super sweet. This is not happening. This is not going to happen. This is not happening, Matt Duchene. Please, Minnesota. What the fuck? No, not St. Louis, Tampa all over again. Please, Minnesota, shut the door. Please don't let them. They scored. Oh, thank God, Darren Helm. Holy shit on a hockey stick. Oh. I felt my heart coming back up my throat right there. Jesus, they got 5 unanswered. Wow, okay, this team, man, we are all over the place. 8-5, final game of this season. What a crazy way to end it. But I think with 3 out of their last 4 with wins, will that be enough to help the Minnesota Wild into the playoffs for the second year in a row under GM Superb, man? Will it be enough? Will it be enough? Please, God, don't let me have miscalculated. Please. Yes! Oh, and round number 1 against our rivals, the Dallas Stars. Woo-hoo-hoo! We just made it in, boys. Oh, my God, what a season. Oh, Jesus, my heart is beating like crazy. So, even throughout the injuries, we got in, boys. Oh, looks like San Jose got in as well. Right, because they had the 92 points. Winnipeg didn't win their last game, so they missed out on it. Yes. All right, so let's take a look at this. Goals for per game, 18th in the NHL. Goals against, 3rd. So we're a good defensive team. Not according to that last game, but we're a good defensive team. Power play, 18.4. Oh, penalty kill, 19.3. That's not good. Our home record, 18-23, while our away record, 26-11-4. Okay. And our last 10, 6-4-0 coming into the playoffs. We had to fight injuries the entire year, boys. That Antoine Vermette trade, I don't know if it was the reason we made the playoffs, but it worked out for us. And now that we're here with the real-time simulation for every game, we got to go up against Dallas first game. It sucks, but still, we can do it. All right, so the points divvied up pretty evenly this year, actually. Parise was 62. Granny Smith on the second line with 51. Antoine Vermette played 84 games. What a beast. 50 points. Mikko Koivu, 48. Nita Ryder with 45, 20-goal year. Charlie Coyle with 44 and 60 games played. So you can see, yeah, we really weren't a great goal-scoring team this year. Let's see what our defensemen did up front. Suter with 55 points. Goligoski with 47. Captain Keith, a 20-goal season with 46 points on the second line. Mike Riley, 40 points, 13 goals. Okay, not bad. And then Devin Dubnyk, 2.35 goals against, and a save percentage 92. Very nice. Okay, so let's take a look. Last but not least, let's just take a look at the entire NHL. Who did what for whom? John Tavares with 59 goals. Giroux, Carter, Ovechkin, Sagan, Voracek. Those are your leading goalmen. Assists, Carlson, Crosby, Giroux, Ekman Larson, Voracek, McDavid. Leading assist guys. Points, Giroux, Tavares, Crosby, Voracek, Carlson, Sagan, Turris, Goudreau. So it looks like Giroux and Voracek took off this year. Rookie skaters, let's see. Shane Prince with the Islanders. Austin Matthews with the Winnipeg Jets, 41 points. Ty Ratty, 33. Yeah, so Austin Matthews is not going to win that Calder. Looks like it's going to Shane Prince. All right, boys. So there you go. You already know the roster with the Dallas Stars. I want to see some creative fan art. Get us pumped up for round number 1. Just in case they've made any trades, I'll quickly show you guys our rivals lineups. There it is. Patrick Sharp in the team still? I wonder. He probably is. Defensively, looks like that. Goaltenders look like that. So once again, go nuts with the fan art. And last but not least, let's end it on the playoff tree. So for year number 2, boys, second year in a row under the tutelage of GM Superb Man, the Minnesota Wild have made the playoffs. It was a bumpy ride, but I don't care if we're not a regular season team. Once we're here, we can get back to the 3rd round, and it's interesting. Our biggest threat we had to face first, so let's just get it out of the way, right? Dallas Stars versus the Minnesota Wild. So if you guys have any suggestions for line changes on things that we can change from last year, reasons why they beat us last year. Why did they beat us last year? We can change that for this year. Get proactive with it. So let me know, boys, and I will see you in round number 1. Be sure to check out our website, 2bcsports.com, where the hockey talk continues. Find myself and others in the live interactive chat, or dive into the active forums to talk about sports and gaming. You can also find us on Twitch, where the live streams come to life.